So I'm actually pretty excited to include this part in the class because it's definitely brand new, but it is something students have asked for, and it's something that I've started incorporating in multiple classes, kind of using AI. And we're going to focus on using AI for writing specifically, but it's obviously used for a ton of different applications, and especially in drones, which, as you guys know, is what I teach. So I'm going to do a quick overview, talk about sources and kind of a how-to guide, and then we'll talk about your assignments. So I'm obviously using AI as a tool, falls into several different categories. We're going to focus on academia, aka university, as well as the professional world specific to aviation. Okay, so I would probably argue, and this is true for whether you're talking about AI or a lot of other things, universities actually kind of lag behind the professional world. Because of our policies that we have to follow and keep in place, it takes a lot longer to jump through hoops than it does in the professional world. And so as an organization, when it comes to using AI for writing, I'd say we're probably 3 to 5 years behind the real world. So keep that in mind. It sucks, but kind of keep that in mind. Out in the real world, you're going to run into a huge variety of who's okay with it, who's not okay with it, how you use it. If you guys haven't seen the commercials with the iPhone 16, I know it might have been a while ago that those came out, but it has its own AI letter memo generator. I can't even remember what it's called, but anyway, you can specifically upload some text that you want to send, some words, and then you can tell AI on the iPhone what to do with those words, like make it professional, include this information, include this information. It's basically prompt generation, which we'll talk about in this quite a bit. But anyway, obviously, the importance of using AI responsibly and effectively is huge. Responsibly being use it as a tool, not as a replacement for human thought. Okay. So the number one tool you can replace with AI without replacing human thought necessarily is helping you brainstorm. It's huge. The AI can help you generate ideas. It can help you get the words down on paper. It provides diverse perspectives, and there's a few tools there and specific emphases that they have. Most of you know ChatGPT pretty well. ChatGPT does offer a team brainstorming tool that's kind of like a Google Drive just for ChatGPT. And then initial drafts is probably the next most popular, or even the first most popular way to use AI. It just produces the content in the first place. And people who have a hard time combing through content and changing everything shouldn't use AI this way, because you can get lazy and go, oh man, I don't want to rewrite all that. But there are a few good ones out there as well. And obviously you guys have heard of Grammarly, you know that one. ChatGPT is, again, probably the most common. You need to add your own voice every time. Okay, you have to review and edit no matter what you do, whether it's brainstorming, a draft, whatever. Read through the text and identify areas to personalize, and please use an active voice. If you don't remember what an active voice is, review chapter 2 or 3, can't remember, but one of the two. And then you need to add personal touches, add personal stories, add perspectives of your own. And obviously when you're creating something in writing versus something like a slideshow versus an email, that's going to look different. But adjust the tone to match your style, adjust the tone to match the audience, which means you need to know what both are in the first place. You need to know your own personal tone, you need to know your audience, and then you have to make sure it flows and that each section relates to the next section and transitions easily. Here it's a list, it's a short list of very specific AI tools and what they're good for, essentially. CoPilot is another one that you guys all have access to for free through USU. And it's a good one for probably in between the long format and a ChatGPT thing. It's in between the two. It's a little bit, I think, better than ChatGPT, but it's not as good as Longshot as far as like long shots for 200-page documents kind of thing. Use best practices, okay? Avoid plagiarism, which means you can't just have AI generate it, copy and paste it, and call it good. Like, you have to use it as a tool, okay? Do not let AI replace your thoughts or your judgment. And then stay active on AI and what it's doing. Keep updated. Pay attention to developments, and LinkedIn is a really good spot for that. And then just kind of pay attention on Google every once in a while of what's happening. In aviation specifically, we do use it for writing assistance, especially ChatGPT, Grammarly, CoPilot. Okay, helps you with reports, helps you with emails. Verbal communication, there are actually a lot of chat bots that can help with translations. Obviously, we use them for customer service in lines and things like that. And then DeepL is one of those translation services. Google Translate is okay, that kind of stuff. Grant writing is another area in aviation that we use it quite a bit. ChatGPT and CoPilot are really good at those. And the purpose is just to generate drafts, but it also helps in analyzing funding trends and what the competition is like for specific grants. And you have to be good at putting the grant wording in your prompt properly. You can't just copy and paste the prompt. That kind of messes things up. But if you know what to put in the prompt, it helps a lot in aligning your grant with the prompt, which is really important. If you guys remember it all from writing English essays, I know I used to always tell my students, restate the prompt. Okay, it's the same concept in writing grants. Go figure. English is useful. Okay, so AI tools for the aviation industry: ChatGPT, Grammarly, DeepL, CoPilot for sure is another huge one. Same best practices, really. Make sure that you are transparent and accurate in your AI generated content. Tell the truth, okay? Be honest, be professional. Add your personal touches for sure, including images, stories, all of that kind of thing, and keep learning about it. Stay updated. Follow industry standards. See. And when we say follow industry standards, don't necessarily do what everybody in the office is doing, but go to some of those conferences, go to networks, and ask people about it. Say, hey, how are you using this? Okay. There were quite a few references in this one, and some of you probably already figured this out. But if not, that entire thing I just did was created with AI. Okay. So these are the prompts and the steps that I went through to generate the little mini lecture that I just gave using AI. Okay, so I started with the first one, then I had to go back and add things, and then I had to finish it up. And so those are the prompts that I did. It was very quick and simple, but I want you to compare. Okay, so brainstorming, this is what I ended up with on that slide. This is what CoPilot gave me. Okay, this is what I ended up with on grant writing. That's what CoPilot gave me. Okay, this one's a little bit better to actually compare sort of side by side on the two, but it's an example of how to use AI. Okay, I didn't just copy and paste verbatim on them, and I took the reference citations out of the slides directly and put them at the end. And I had to tell CoPilot to do it in APA 7, which means I had to know to ask for APA 7 in the first place. Okay, but this is an example of how you use AI, and you have to decide what to use and not use. And obviously, AI didn't have all the stories and all the personalization that I add to my bullet points. That I had to come up with that myself, and I had to do it myself. But those are really good examples. And yes, you guys will be using AI in this class. Please do, but you're going to do it correctly. Okay. There is a page in Module 3, I think it's just called Using AI. This is what it goes over. Read the directions over it for sure. There's a couple of tools on there. And again, you guys have access to Microsoft Copilot for free through USU because you guys have Microsoft Office for free. So it is a really good one to use. And then down at the bottom, there's some suggestions and assignments and stuff like that you could definitely use it for. This is your first one though, and I split the assignment screenshots in half so I could go over each half. Okay, but this slide and the next slide are the same assignment. So this is 3.4 AI Aviation Report Draft. All I want you to do, this is practicing using AI, and you're going to use it for step 1. You're going to choose any prompt, or you're going to create any prompt you want. You're going to decide what to type in AI, okay? But you need it to create a 2-page document for you, okay? And you're just going to save that document, and then save it in Word, okay? And then after you're done saving it, bring up the document, and one of those 2 pages, I don't care which one, reword it. Keep the original, okay? So like if you create a 2-page document, put it in Word, you have 2 pages, copy that 2nd page, paste it on the 3rd page, and then rewrite that 3rd page. You don't have to rewrite every single word, but do it similarly to how I just showed you that I did using CoPilot. Okay? Decide what changes you want to make. Go over the wording. Make it sound like you. Okay? Make it sound like a professional version of you. And then what I want you to actually turn in is this document. Okay? So you've got your 2 pages that are the original thing you asked AI to do. Then you've got your 3rd page that's the changes you made. Push enter until you get to a new page. And then what I want you to do is a reflection paragraph. Okay, this is point number 3 on the first section here. I want you to point out the changes you made. Okay, and if you want to go back and highlight the first section, that's fine. Point out where you learned to make those changes. Did you have to go back and review anything? Did you have to think back to 1010 and 2010 in your English classes? Did you have to think of experiences you've had? Okay, where did you learn the stuff that you used to make those changes? And then the last 2, let's see, number 3 is discussing if you liked or disliked using AI for this assignment, why or why not. And then the very last one, discuss what you would do next time to make this report look good. Okay, and so it's just going to be like a bunch of words this time. It'll probably end up being anywhere between 3 and 5 pages, just depending on what you end up with. Okay, but again, choose any prompt that you want to put into AI. Okay, there's some hints and suggestions on this assignment that I'll go over in a minute. Type that prompt into AI, tell it to make the 2 to 3 pages. Okay, save it as a Word document. The last page, the last full page, copy it, paste it onto the next page. Go through and make some changes. Highlight those changes. Push enter till you get to a new page. Answer the questions on the new page. Turn it in. Okay. This is the second half, the bottom part of the assignment. It says create a document that 1 has your original AI report, 2 at least 1 page that is improved, changed, tweaked, and 3 has a reflection paragraph addressing what changes you made, what you learned, if you liked or disliked using AI and why or why not, what you would do next time to make this report look good. There's some potential topics you could try using in AI if you would like to. You can copy and paste them. You can tweak them a little bit, whatever, okay? You can upload this as a Word document or a PDF. Either way totally works. You'll probably use this lecture again a couple of times, okay? Let me know if you have any questions.